Hello, Colorado soccer fans. This is Matt Pollard. I am walking in the terminal. Just got through security at DIA, and I'm walking to Terminal A for my flight to Burbank. I've been contemplating doing a vlog. I've been contemplating us doing more non-written, non-social media content. So we got credentialed for the World Cup. Let's do a vlog. So join me on my trip to Los Angeles. We're going train to B or C because we're taking lovely United. And right now I'm credentialed for the USA Paraguay game, which is tomorrow. I'm coming to you on Thursday. I'm going to the Total Soccer Show live taping at the El Rey Theater in Los Angeles. Gonna try and go to USMNT training to talk to Austin Trusty, and there's a possibility I stick around for Monday night's game in Los Angeles between New Zealand and Iran, potentially talking to former Colorado Rapids center back Tommy Smith and former assistant coach Darren Baisley, who are both with the All Whites. So I've got some certainty about this schedule. World Cup kicks off today. Let's see what happens. Come join me. So there's this pop-up game day store. It's Mile High themed. They've got Denver Summit stuff. They've got no Rapid stuff. This should not surprise you. Do I want knockoff World Cup gear from an airport? No, I do not. But in a moment, there's going to be hopefully a clip from the Denver Summit. Got some NWSL video now. There's Janine Sonis. I think that's the Mile High game. So yeah. All right, here we are at my gate, B12, B12 like the vitamin, and flight's on time. Just got about an hour done of work, and so here we are off. Spencer Baldwin, photographer, is also en route, so it looks like we're all set up and really excited that Burgundy Waves somehow made the cut, and me and Spencer are going to get to cover a World Cup on home soil with the Paraguay game. See you soon. Thank you. And here we are in the Burbank Airport in baggage claim. Flight was okay, about 2 hours. Managed to get my article up. Got a bunch of people here for Argentina. Very interesting.
Denver flight, right? Denver?
Yes. Got my article up on the site on Zach Steffen. And I think while I was in the air, it's all but confirmed that Moise Bombito is making the squad for Canada. So 4 Rapids players, current and former, going to this World Cup, all center backs. And we're going to cover hopefully 3 of them. Hello, Mom. Thank you for picking me up.
You're welcome.
Thank you for entertaining this dumb hobby that makes no money but is fun and lets me do soccer things.
Makes you happy.
Thank you.
I do want to tell you about one change of plans.
And here we are, people, at the media. And here we are at the off-site media thing to pick up our credentials. So we're gonna go do that now. Oh my goodness, that was something. 1 hour later, I've got it. I've been told not to post photos or videos of the credential itself, but you can see the nice lanyard, you know, where it says FIFA World Cup. So fantastic. We got it. I can get on with the rest of my day. Okay, and here we are. I'm at my parents' place in northern the valley. And we've got the car that they're lending me for the evening. And I got my Tanzania kit on. My hair is all done up. Not too dissimilar from a Burgundy wave, if I do say so myself. And we're headed to the Total Soccer Show Total Soccer Show live show at the El Rey Theater. Paul Tenorio is going to be in attendance. Tom Bogert's going to be there, and maybe some other people. So we'll see who we meet amongst the American soccer diaspora. All right, listeners, and here we are. We're on Wilshire Boulevard. Forgot how much I hate driving and parking in Los Angeles, and here we are at the El Rey Theater for Total Soccer Show Live. Very exciting. Let's get inside.
The wealth. Well, thank you so much for being here.
There's empty seats in some benches. Like hills. All right, everybody. All right, guys. So, everybody, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Our first live show in 3.5 years. We simply have to do this more. But you barely age at all, everybody. You look one.
So as I said previously, tonight my goal is to make this a very positive show and to be very excited about the US because it's easy to be cynical, especially in the present era. But the US can still be a really uniting thing and a really wonderful thing, as can all of you for showing up to support us and support the US and, support each other. So thank you. This tournament.
I feel like Flo Balogun, I feel like is set for a good tournament. I don't know, I just feel like very quickly he became the clear #1 starter for this team, and I recognise Pepe had was it the Senegal game that he was?
Yeah, he started that game.
Yeah, he was really good in that
I
game.
would have won it in 5 seconds.
This is where I show my book, right? This is the moment?
He thought it would show and tell. It's the Messi effect. It's unbelievable.
So we hand the reins over to our quizmaster extraordinaire Taylor Rockwell.
Hello. I'm very excited for this one. I did not plan out how the structure is going to work, so it should be fun. His teammates do not seem to enjoy his antics, but he is the reigning Golden Boot winner.
Yeah.
So I feel like as long as he has a solid tournament, that France team is just stacked, even with their injuries. I say France.
Has anyone
No party.
Come on, Ryan, join in.
Scotland, no party.
Thank you everybody for coming along with us. This show obviously started in 2009. We've been doing it together as a foursome since 2021. It is an honour and a privilege to be with these three gents, so thank you very much to you guys. And of course, we couldn't do it without you guys. We love you very much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Everything that exists. Why doesn't it unite at the same time?
Hi, Rapids fans. Just finished up at the after party at, where were we? We were on La Brea Avenue after the Total Soccer Show live taping that you just saw a little bit of. Enjoyed one beverage and am now sober enough to drive late night in Los Angeles. So let's get home. And it is officially after midnight, so happy match day. The United States men's national team later today, will be playing a game on home soil in the World Cup, and Spencer Baldwin and I will be there for that. Thank you to TSS, Taylor Rockwell, Graham Ruthven, Joe Lowry, Ryan, for hosting us. Good afternoon. It is match day. Happy match day. U.S. national team taking on Paraguay. Here with my brother and my dad, just hit halftime for Canada. Unfortunately, they're down 1-0, and Moise Bombito's on the bench, but we'll see if Jesse Marsh and the Canucks can fix that up. And I'm about to go get ready, put the suit on, and drive down the lovely 4 or 5 or the 5, I can't remember which, to Los Angeles Stadium. We're not calling it SoFi, for USA Paraguay. Los Angeles traffic. 45 minutes down, 1 hour to go. We're making it. All right, folks, here we are. I'm a half mile from the stadium. We are stuck in standstill parking traffic, so I think I got a minute to talk. Canada ends up getting a 1-1 draw against Bosnia and Herzegovina. I thought that was a fair result. No Moise Bombito in that game. He was an unused substitute on the bench, so I'd imagine we see him at some point in the group stage for Canada, but there's still the injury concerns that were, I think, valid, and the Canadian coaching staff and Jesse Marsh decided to roll the dice on unquestionably their best center back at some point being healthy during their tournament. We don't yet have a lineup yet for U.S. Soccer or Paraguay for tonight, and I do know the star player for Paraguay, their attacker, whose name is escaping me, had that injury, so he's obviously out for the tournament. Everything we've heard is that supposedly Chris Richards is available for something. We'll see whether or not he starts, what that means for whether or not we get a back three 3 center backs or a back 4 with 2 center backs for Mauricio Pochettino. We'll see what that means for former Colorado Rapid Austin Trusty, potentially making his World Cup debut as well tonight. So we'll see what all of that looks like. Last thing that I did want to mention, while I was driving in the wonderful LA 405 traffic, Tommy Scoops, Tom Bogert from The Athletic reported that Barcelona are among the European teams that are interested and are monitoring Lucas Harrington. I have heard West Ham, Everton, Aston Villa. Those were a couple of months ago. I've heard Bundesliga teams. I've heard Portuguese teams as well. I think Barcelona, at least of the names I've heard and of the names that Australian journalists have reported, is probably the biggest team that's in there. And if Barcelona are monitoring this kid and he basically doesn't poop the bed at the World Cup, I think it's just a matter of when and how much money. But we're moving, so I'll get going. Here with Joe Lowry. We're looking for Gate 7, the media entrance.
Yeah.
Joe, say hi to the Burgundy Wave vlog.
Hello, what's up, y'all?
This line is insane. It goes back the entire length of this parking lot, and there's 10, 15 rows to my right as well. There could be 3,000 people here, honestly. Crazy. And media gets to enter a different way, so we'll find out. Yeah, and here we are at the canopy of Los Angeles Stadium. We're not using the other name, apparently. Got some water as well. Oh, let's focus. I've heard, Joe, that it has a bit of a greenhouse effect, so I'm not sure. We'll see. So apparently there's some wind. We'll see what that means in terms of the press box situation, but excited to see what that looks like. Yeah. Wild.
How's it been going? How's it been going?
Spencer, say hi.
Hello.
We're gonna try and find food. This place is a madhouse. It's a little disorganized. It's also the first game. Hopefully it gets smoother as the tournament goes along. And we're back from the media center where we got food that we had to pay for. There are aspects of Dick's Sporting Goods Park that are better than what this is, and Spencer, I think we could say that KSE could do this and there'd be certain things that I would prefer about that. So here we are. Here we got the canopy. It's not a dome, it's just a roof canopy over it. And there's got a lot of natural light. All right, heading back to the press box.